Hel- Hello. In this video, I'm going to go over a useful little tool in Photoshop for creating content for various applications. It's called the Magnetic Lasso. And what I want to do, first I need to load some pictures here. So I have Photoshop open, and I can go up to File, and I'm going to choose Browse in Mini Bridge. And I was already in this location, so it popped up here automatically. What I did is I want to create a background for my website, and I want to basically scatter a bunch of technology type components on top of a black background. But rather than try to arrange all those things on a single background and take one picture, I basically just took pictures of a bunch of stuff I had. Yeah, it was kind of like, gee whiz tech stuff. And the trick to make this tool work that I'm about to use is to take a picture of the object that you want to, I guess, grab, and take a picture of it on something with a background that has a good contrast with the object. You can see I've done that either using paper, or they have these exercise mat things that have colors on one side and they're black on another, and they work good for this. So for this one, for this example purposes, I'm going to take this picture here, and I just drag it into the workspace there. You can see this is a picture of a circuit board. More specifically, this is something I had from a class that I took at DeVry, and this is a FPGA, or Field Programmable Gate Array. That's not really important for this, but yeah, that's what it is. So what I want to do is I want to grab just the object and get rid of the background. And how I'm going to do that, I'm going to grab my magnetic lasso tool. And what you might not, if you open up Photoshop by default, you'll just show the normal lasso tool. And how you switch between those is you right click there, and then you can go ahead and switch them. So I'm going to select the magnetic lasso tool. And this is pretty simple. You get, there's a bunch of settings up here. And won't get too much into that. Basically, what this tool is going to do is it's going to detect a change in color or contrast, and it's going to automatically make the lasso path at the border of that change in contrast there. And this is, the width it's looking at, the level of contrast it's looking at, and then the frequency is how often it places a dot in the lasso loop. So I've got the frequency turned all the way up, and I'm going 20 pixels wide, and I left this as default 10%. So what you're going to do is just left click and release right on the edge, and then just trace your object, and you want to stay within those that pixel width that you selected for best results, and just go around the object, and you can see the little boxes that are forming. That if you set your frequency high, or you'll have more frequently. If you set your frequency low, it'll be less frequently. And I probably could have done with less, since this is a rectangular object, but we'll stick with it. And grab some of that shadow there. Oh, I don't have the most steady hand in the world. Oh, I messed that one up. Oh well, we'll see how it turns out. And when you get close to the end, there's two things you could do to end it. Either you can try to find the first box and click on that, or if you're not quite as precise with your fingers as I am, or like I am, then you can just double click. You can see now the whole object is selected. There's one little spot here where I kind of messed up. I think I got on this white line here, but I don't think that's really going to hurt it in the long run. So that's how the magnetic lasso works, and I have this, just the circuit board selected now on this image, and I'm going to go up here to edit, copy, or you can do your Control C or Command C, and then I'm going to create a new image, and this is and I'm going to call this FPGA, because that's what it is. You notice this preset is showing clipboard. There's other options here, but if you select clipboard, it's going to automatically make the new image the size of what your clipboard is. And right now the clipboard is where your copies are saved to. So when I hit edit copy, I created a clipboard of just that selected section. And so if I create this image now, it's going to create a new image the size of the clipboard. And I'm going to set the background transparent. So only the object I've selected is going to show up. And that's the only thing I'm going to change. This is going to be going on the web, so 72 pixels per inch is fine. And hit OK. And so right now there's nothing here. This is just a blank image. It's a transparent background. But if I go up to edit paste, or you hit Command V, there you go. I just now I have a image that is just an image of the object that I wanted to have. So I can drag this around into another image, and then whatever's behind it will show up in these areas where you see the checkerboard. That checkerboard signifies that it's a transparency. And that's about it. What I'm going to do now is, off camera, I'm going to go ahead and do this with a bunch of other objects. And then in a future video, I'll bring them all together into a single image to create kind of a backdrop for a website. So that's it for now. Thanks a lot.